Mama. Welcome, Mr. Prolific Writer. Welcome to this introduction of your wonderful writer who is in our midst for many, many years. Mani Mama, when did you start writing?
நமஸ்காரம். நான் இந்த புஸ்தகத்தை பற்றி இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணுற ரவியோட ஒய்ஃபு ஒரு சில மாதத்துக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணிருக்கா. இது ஒரு அப்டேட். ஸோ அதனால் நீங்கள் சிலது நிறையா கேட்டிருப்பேன். இருந்தாலும் அதை சிலது நான் ரிப்பீட் பண்ணி ஆகணும். நான் எப்போ எழுத ஆரம்பிச்சேன்னாக்க முதல்ல கல்கட்டா பக்கத்தில் இந்த துர்காப்பூர்ன்றதில் heavy engineering corporation I was working. It was run by a Russian scientist, about 500 people, and I had to translate manuals, Russian manuals, about 300 of them into English from Russian. So I learned how to write manuals. Then அடுத்த job I had to go to Swansea University. I had to do a project on spray rolling of aluminium. After that I wrote down all the procedures and other things. And I started writing my PhD thesis right from day one.
Wonderful.
Then when I went to British Aluminium, they said that I should change 120 practice manuals from rolling plant in a short time, which I did because of my experience. So consequently, I have the urge to write was there. When I finally joined the medical practice, right from day one, I started writing the manual for administrative practices. For it covers all the duties required by the doctors, nurses, senior nurses, junior nurses, receptionists, and everybody. It covers all the people's requirements very clearly from the administration side only. I am not allowed to say anything about the clinical side. So if somebody came with a headache, I should not write in the book, take aspirin, because I am not a doctor. It could be far more serious than that. So it has been written in a non-clinical administrative way. It covers to all aspects of jobs for all the people.
And it would be appropriate to call the book a medical facility management manual?
It will be called, I called it as general practice. General GP practice is a common word for UK. So general practice surgery management, which is like an administration manual, right? So that is what I have called.
That's very interesting, Mani Mama. What is the level of sales that you do for this book? I understand you sold thousands of books.
This particular book, it was valued at £9 for sales by Amazon, and it cost me about nearly £2,000 to publish, self-publication, and I sold over 2,000.
That's fantastic.
But I still have to recover 200 or 200 pounds to cover my costs.
That is inconsequential. The fact that there are 2,000 different buyers who found your book worthy of whatever the objective was, bettering their existing facility or putting up a new facility for whatever their objectives were, they found your book valuable to buy and of course to follow. Amazing. Kudos, Mani Mama.
Thank you. See, the 2,000 copies were bought by various people. Moreover, they are not everyone is a surgery in various countries. It could be individuals. And quite a lot of sales were happening in Russia, right? They were the ones. They not only, I think I made a decision at that time because of I was in charge of the staff in the surgery. I felt sorry for the receptionist, and because of that I also gave it as a free publication so that they can download it and use it. And that was misused by Russians over the years, and they corrupted the website. So eventually I had to stop that as well, you see. But I am glad at least so many have been sold, and I am happy that things.
You have made, Mali Mama, you have made an enduring mark on the quality of medical practice across the world. Kudos to you on that. Much impressed. Can we now move along the way to your journey in the realms of fiction? When did you write your first book of fiction?
I think after finishing the textbook on the practice management, I thought I should write something, and then my stories always revolved around a doctor coming from India into UK and establishing himself, and to see how he would be favored in this country. So that was my first book, on the.
Is there a bit of autobiographical touch in your book?
Unfortunately, I had to. People have said that I must imagine to be the doctor that has come from India, but that is how it was. I was imagining what I would have felt rather than the doctor would have felt, and how it went.
It has a lot of interesting insights of the experiences of first generation migrants. How many fiction books have you written since your first book?
I have written another 9 books.
Very good.
On various themes.
You have been a prolific writer.
Well, I have been writing. I always wanted to write, keep busy, and so that I am always not short of work or anything. I really enjoy what I am writing. May not have sold a lot, but I enjoy writing.
Can you give an update on the sales and of the fiction books?
The update in terms of sales and other.
Yeah.
See, most of the books are all valued by Amazon at £9 a book. You see, and for each £9, the writer gets only not even 8%, 68 pence a book. You see, so that means it is not a lot. For a writer, it is a very low return. You see, so but nonetheless, I think one has to keep writing.
But you enjoyed the process, and you had a huge amount of joy and happiness that you experienced during this process of expressing your creativity.
Yeah. So I like writing, and I kept me busy during my retirement, and so I don't feel bored at all.
I'm so happy to hear that. How do you keep the fire of creativity burning?
The thing is, if I do not write, I feel bored. I don't know what to do. So I thought I should always keep writing, whether the books are sold or not. So that is my advice. I would say, to all the young writers, keep writing, irrespective of sales or income, and you must keep that. The emphasis on thinking and writing, that is the most important thing.
Mani Mama, thank you very much. It's been absolutely fascinating to talk to you about so many facets of writing, and so many facets of creativity, and so many facets of motivation. Thank you very much, Mani Mama.
Thank you. I like to say a little bit more for the young writers, that they should keep writing, and they must always try to publish it to the local contacts. If it is in UK, contact the local people. Like I can recommend people from Oxford or Cambridge, so that it is better rather than go to America or various other countries or India, which I have tried, and it has been a disaster. So I would say stick to the local people, and they may not help you in marketing. And I must say, writing is one thing, but that phase is a very small phase. Marketing is a major phase. And marketing, if you do not do it, you do not sell. So anyway, so I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity, and I must thank Dr. Swaminathan. I must thank Ravi for conducting this interview. Thank you. Namaste.